What's going on, guys? Bengal again here, coming back at you with another video, back with another Madden Rebuild. I know everyone's favorite. Quickly, because I know a lot of you guys are worried about this, with Desperados franchise, I have not yet decided on whether that will continue up until Madden 22. There's a chance that it does, because we do have like a month and a half before Madden 22. I want to come out with a Madden 22 video before that. I know if we did like the deep dive video, the deep dive on the deep dive, brought to you by EA. It's funny, so many people are like, oh, this is video sponsored by EA. You can't believe anything this guy says. It's like, yeah, EA sponsored the video so I could get the behind-the-scenes inside info. They didn't tell me what to say. And if you've been on the channel for any amount of time, you know, I'm going to tell you exactly how I think it is. And guess what? Madden 18, 19, 20, 21 sucked. Madden 22, I think, has made some really, really good progress. So that's my actual opinion. I'll do another video talking about all of that. Really excited for that. But today we're rebuilding the Falcons. Most of you don't care about the other Madden stuff, but if you do, that's what's going on. But what's going on with the Falcons is that they just traded Julio Jones. Pretty significant loss. And in return, they really only got back a second-round pick. A fourth, too, I want to say. Next year. Not a lot for Julio, who is one of the best receivers in the NFL. I get that he's aging. I get that Tennessee's paying most of his contract, maybe even all of it. But at the same time, you're giving up a very, very good player. And if you're going to like take the full rebuild mode approach, why not draft a quarterback? Justin Fields, I think, is a really good player. You could have kept him in his home state of Georgia. Would have been good. But no, they didn't like him too much, went in a different direction to Kyle Pitts, the versatile weapon. I know everyone wants me to say that. But yeah, that's enough dilly-dallying. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Let's get this channel moving in the right direction again with uploads, hopefully daily, as I've done in the past, and build some momentum, some steam, as we push towards football season again. I miss it so much. But let's hear a quick word from our sponsor before that. This video is sponsored by Felix Gray, and specifically their blue light glasses. I'll admit I was a little bit skeptical when they first sent these to me a few months ago, but after wearing them fairly regularly on stream and especially off camera when I'm editing, I think these things have worked wonders. I'm sleeping so much better than I was a few months ago before these came into my life. And I have the Hopper style and the Seneca Mist colorway. They have a bunch of different choices, a bunch of different options. They're all super comfortable and they work really well, which is the big thing. They have more advanced sleep versions as well, which can relieve serious daily eye strain and were especially designed for late night screen time to improve sleep. The blue light lenses come standard, starting at $95, and you can even add in your prescription if you have glasses already, which is fantastic. If you don't love your glasses, you can exchange them or return them in the first 30 days. No hassle, no questions asked, so make sure to click the link in the description to get a pair of Felix Grays. You have nothing to lose except for eye strain. Thanks again to Felix Gray for sponsoring the video. So let's talk about the team. I'm going to gut some of this team for sure. If they're trading Julio, it might as well be like completely restarting things. And Matt Ryan is at the forefront of what needs to go. His contract is amazingly large as well, and he's 35 years old. He's just not the future of this team anymore. So Matt Ryan is going to be traded. I'm doing that right now. Will realism go out the window a little bit in this rebuild? It's possible, but I'm trading Matt Ryan to wherever I can for as much as I can. Cordero Patterson in there as well. Calvin Ridley's a great player. Russell Gage he exists, I guess we could say. Not much going on at running back. Mike Davis has been like a good change of pace back over the years for a few different teams, but not really what I want as my go-to. Jalen Mayfield, this roster made a 74 overall. I think I'm going to give him star development as one of the better tackles in the rookie class. I always like to give these rookies a good development trait to make the rebuild a little bit more fun, and of course, put him on his 4-year rookie contract. So let me make sure the contracts are all correct after we go over the team, and we should be fine. Matt Hennessy at center. Chris Lindstrom, we should be good with. Caleb McGarry is a yikes. Jake Matthews is another player who's just been like okay or good enough his entire career, but is being paid like he's a lot better than he is. So I don't really know what I want to do with Jake Matthews. He's like, what, 28? Yeah, 28. I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep him or not. I'm kind of in between on that. James Carpenter needs to be upgraded. So the offensive line could use a boost. I'm going to give Kyle Pitts probably superstar dev and, of course, a 5-year contract because you can't do 5th-year options on created players. So I'm just going to give him the 5 years and say he's going to get that 5th-year contract. I'll up the salary as well. All right, so the thing with Kyle Pitts, I actually decided to give him Superstar X Factor. Best tight end in the class, one of the best tight ends we've seen in the draft over the past many years. So Superstar X Factor makes things a little bit more fun, and I'll give him, what is Vanguard? Never seen any of these. I'm going to do double me. On defense, things are pretty bad here. The safety spot might be improved long-term with Richie Grant, second-round pick out of UCF. I'm a big Richie Grant guy. I think he's going to be a good player. But the defense just is not good. It's not good at all. It's in a really, really poor situation. I'll probably end up moving Richie Grant over to free safety if he's not listed there already. But he's going to be starting over a free safety for sure. Yeah, I got to move him over to free safety. Deron Harmon is kind of whatever. Like, I like Foyesade Oluokun. I like Deion Jones. Barkevious Mingo is not good. Michael Walker I actually like quite a bit, so we'll move him to left outside linebacker, get things set up. Fabian Moreau is not that great. AJ Terrell definitely has potential. Was pretty good last year as a rookie. Isaiah Oliver hasn't really developed. Kendall Sheffield, I guess, has potential. Like, really good athlete coming out of Ohio State, but we'll see what happens with him as he's healthy. Dante Fowler Jr. isn't anything crazy. I like Marlon Davidson. I love Grady Jarrett. But we got to upgrade most of this defense, man. It's not a great defense at all. So I'm trading Hayden Hurst. I don't really need him, and I'm trading him to the Titans for what the Titans got back in the Julio Jones trade. You can't trade draft picks in advance before going into a franchise, so unfortunately, that was the way that I just got the Titans picks for Julio by also giving up Hayden Hurst, but it doesn't really matter to me. I'm going to make a weird trade with Matt Ryan already. I already know that. So it's going to end up canceling out in the end. I might even move Deron Harmon as well. I don't want him at all. I forgot with the trade update for Madden 21, a guy like Deron Harmon has no value to any team. So he's going to be tough to trade away. But Matt Ryan, as a quarterback, will be on the move. Trading Matt Ryan and a 6th-round pick this year for a first next year and a second this year. Of course, the 2022 first should be treated as a 2023, and the 2021 should be treated as a 2022 because we're just acting as if this is the 2021 season. This new game's not out, so we don't have the new season, obviously, the new everything, where it's 2021. But you follow it, I think. So the team's going to be really bad this year. I'm going to put Kyle Pitts in the slot to try and get him as many targets as possible. And, I mean, Calvin Ridley probably, he'll stay at slot too. It's going to be a bad team. This is not a year one team that's ready to go. I'll send him to the midseason mark. Maybe Grady Jarrett will have a contract extension or somebody like that. So we'll see. But more than that, I'll just probably see you for the offseason if there's nothing to do here. We did not make the playoffs. What's funny is we were 4-4 at the midseason mark and then finished 5-11. Really bad. But that's good. That means our pick is going to be pretty valuable. Is Jamie Newman was my starting quarterback. That's funny. Jamie Newman, starting quarterback. You know, not bad for a rookie. Not bad for a rookie. He was, other than 20-plus interceptions, was very, very good. But he did throw 20-plus interceptions. No running game. Calvin Ridley was good. Kyle Pitts almost had 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns as a rookie. Just shy of both milestones. And then defensively, Foyesade Oluokun had a ton of tackles, as did AJ Terrell, Deion Jones, tackles for loss. Grady Jarrett at 13, also led in quarterback sacks with 7. 5 picks for Richie Grant as a rookie. Really good season. Ryan Tannehill wins MVP. I very much doubt we see any Falcons in here. Jamie Newman's top 10 for Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Foyesade Oluokun. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Justin Fields, looking a lot like Dwayne Haskins. Kyle Pitts at 9. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Isaiah Simmons. Richie Grant with 5 picks at 2. AJ Terrell in there as well. Obviously, the 2 rookie classes clashed. It makes sense. But, yeah, I think we're going to be primed to do a lot of good stuff. We are going to have Matt Ryan off the books pretty soon. So we should have a lot of money, at least like next year. Jamie Newman, I don't really want to bring back. I don't think he's my quarterback of the future. I mean, he's a 70 overall at only 21 years old. I'll offer him. Wants to play for a new team. Well, he's going to cost $1 million franchise tag, so I can't do that. So that's fine. That's fine. We're just going to advance to free agency. We could bring back Jamie Newman in this portion if we wanted to, but there's not a lot of money right now, which is not surprising and is totally fine. I'll offer Jamie Newman, just try and get him back so we can have some quarterback, but that's as much as I can offer him. So we're not in a great spot as far as that goes, but maybe nobody else wants him. And Jamie Newman is back in Atlanta. I don't even remember the contract we signed him to. Was it a 1-year deal? I just offered him the default. What is his contract? Is he going to be here long-term or no? 4 years. Okay, that's not really a lot of money, though. So should I have looked at the contract before I offered it to him? Yeah, obviously. Obviously. But I didn't do that. It happens. Anyone get upgraded here? I know Cordero Patterson is superstar dev. People always wonder why that happens. Returners, like some of the top returners have superstar dev. Like Andre Roberts, for example. Ooh, Richie Grant goes up to superstar dev. There you go, Richie. Made the Pro Bowl. We'll take that. Nothing else to... actually, you know what? Voisadi Iluokun went star dev. All right. It's going to be draft time. We could look to take any position, really. Quarterback, offensive line, receiver, DB, linebacker, defensive line. Pick at number 6 in the draft, Lions, just ahead of us. Remember, we have their first-round pick next year, not this year. And there are some good quarterbacks. Do we move up in the draft? Will we have to? Don't know. Donnell Humphrey, not to be confused with Donnell Pumphrey. You guys remember Donnell Pumphrey, the running back? Where'd he go? San Diego State? I don't even know what team he played for in the NFL, if I'm honest. Donnell Pumphrey was on the Eagles for a season, did go to San Diego State, was on the Lions practice squad, the Eagles practice squad again, and then the DC Defenders most recently of the, is that XFL? I believe so, yes, XFL. So I don't need to trade up for a quarterback. If the QBs go early, like, great, good for them. But they're not worth trading up for. But if they fall, I probably would have taken Barry Hamels. Only a 73 overall. Not missing too much there. Like, he's decent, but nothing major. As we are on the clock at number 6 overall. Do I want this quarterback? Mid-first round guy is pretty slow. I'm not sure this is the QB class for me. Some pretty good cornerbacks. I like Rudy Malone. If I can trade down to, like, the Broncos pick, that's where I want to be. But can I actually get value by doing that? That's going to be the question. Trading number 6 overall, moving back to number 11. And in the process, I'm acquiring another first-round pick next year. And I'm trading a second next year and a third this year. At number 11, that linebacker is still available. And there are some good corners as well. DeAndre Abraham looks okay. I really can't decide who to take. Like, Rudy Malone looks pretty good, but is 23 years old. One of the older linebackers. Is a really good-looking player, but these cornerbacks are slightly more enticing to me. I think Stephen A. Smith here is the best one. It would be absolutely preposterous not to take him. Can't even pronounce preposterous. But we're going to take Stephen Smith here. Is a 75 overall, only normal development, which has been fixed for Madden 22. It's not going to happen nearly as much. He's definitely good. Good man in zone, although not amazing. Good speed. He's just a solid player. Only normal dev kind of stings, but is definitely good. Darrell Cannon is a slightly higher overall, as is DeAndre Abraham. So did we take the wrong corner? We'll see, depending on their development traits after the draft. There's like no value here in the draft for these picks, so I'm going to trade them. We have back-to-back picks, and I just don't need them. So I'm trading my 2 second-round picks this year and a third next year for Elton Jenkins. I think it's important to beef up the offensive line, and Elton Jenkins certainly fits the criteria on that. Versatile guy, could play either of the tackle spots and even center, as well as both guard spots. So when you can play all 5 positions on the offensive line, immense value, super young, great pickup. And we have a lot of versatility with what he brings to the table. I might just look to start him immediately at left tackle. Do I want Jake Matthews long term? I don't know about that one. Don't know about it. So I didn't address quarterback. Is Jamie Newman the guy? Like, no. Probably not, right? But he's our guy for right now. We just don't really have another guy we can go to. I didn't think the quarterback class, just like the Falcons didn't in real life in 2021, they didn't think it was worth taking a quarterback. And, I think that's fine. So we didn't go QB, didn't want to, and we'll see what happens in the next season. Let me just make sure everything's set up correctly, and I will see you guys at the midseason mark. Well, we got to do some stuff first, so never mind. Just disregard that. Is this really the team we're going to field? Not much has changed. Not much has changed, but this is the team. So, yikes. All right, I'll see you at the midseason mark. Making kind of a big move here. Isaiah Oliver, Dante Fowler Jr. They're just, at least in the scope of Madden right now, mediocre players that I don't really see in the long-term future of the team. Dante Fowler Jr. in particular being paid a lot, so I don't want him. And then a second-round pick in 2023 for a first-round pick. So it's just a pick swap and then Dante Fowler Jr. and Isaiah Oliver throw-ins, essentially. So that's what's happening there. And now we are ready to simulate to our potential doom. I think it's the best way to put it. Maybe not even potential doom, impending doom. It's almost certainly going to happen that we're really bad. 2-5 at the midseason mark. It's how it goes. We knew what we were getting into, and we're not just going to wait around for the Saints or Bucks to fall off or the Panthers to do whatever. But we knew that there was this, time period where we rebuilt, and it was going to be pretty bad. So we're pretty bad right now, but we need to bring back our really good players, like Calvin Ridley, like Foyesade Oluokun. That's it. Like Russell Gage. How is he only 25 in this scenario? I swear Russell Gage has been in the NFL for like at least 5 years now, and he's still only 25. How is that possible? He was a rookie in 2018, so I guess in this scenario, this is his 5th year in the NFL. I don't know. I'll extend Russell Gage. He's still young enough and cheap enough, and he has star dev. I might as well. Ridley's back. Oluokun is back. That's it. That's it. So we are going to miss the playoffs here, which is fine. 4-12. I'm cool with the losing for right now. Jamie Newman, better season than last year. Cut down on the picks. Fewer touchdowns, but overall, a better season. No running game still. We're going to invest in a good running back. Pitts was amazing, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns from the versatile weapon. Merch link in the description if you guys want some versatile weapon merch. I like the design, and you guys seem to too. A lot of you guys have been tweeting me that you're getting those shirts or hoodies or whatever, so appreciate you guys for that. Again, link is in the description, the Teespring link. Calvin Ridley was awesome. Love that from him. He might go up to Superstar X Factor, as Oluokun led our team in tackles yet again. We paid him like an outside linebacker, like an edge rusher, because there's no distinction, unfortunately. And Grady Jarrett had an unreal season, 16 tackles for loss, 11 sacks, led the team. We need some edge rushers, and we need them badly. Not getting a whole lot of turnovers. The defense is not performing well, but the whole team is not performing well as Ryan Tannehill wins back-to-back MVPs. Jamie Newman at 8. How do we go away from him if he's playing like this? Jamie Newman, 3rd in Offensive Player of the Year. Do we really draft a quarterback? Yeah, but if there's a good enough one available. Defensive Player of the Year is Leighton Vander Esch. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Deontay Murray. Don't know who that is. Solomon Anderson, or Offensive Rookie of the Year is what that is. I'm like, was he a corner? But no, this is Offensive Rookie of the Year. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year is Stephen A. Smith. So we drafted the Defensive Rookie of the Year. Love that. Is there anyone else I want to re-sign before the offseason starts? Olamide Zacchaeus looking real good. No. No one in here is worth anything for me. So we will head to free agency. Should have a lot of money now with Julio officially off the books, with Matt Ryan off the books. It's only 27 mil. Like, that's a good amount. It's not amazing. Calvin Ridley only at Superstar Dev still. Pairing him with Devontae Adams would be nice. Jamal Adams, another Adams, would be nice in the back end of our secondary. I'm definitely going to offer Jamal Adams since nobody else is. And Braden Smith could be good too. Okay, wow. Trading Jake Matthews and a second-round pick, the very first pick in the second round, number 33 overall, for Josh Allen. So our quarterback problems are solved. Wait, no, we got the defensive end. So we're bolstering our pass rush a little bit. You guys like how awful that timing was on the joke? Grady Jarrett goes up to Superstar X Factor. So that's cool. Our defense is getting better. We need an edge rusher still. We could use a linebacker. I like our cornerbacks. I like our corners now. I think Stephen A. Smith, I'm going to only call him that, by the way. I think Stephen A. Smith is definitely a really solid corner to have. He'll be our second corner. The defense is coming along. The offense is lagging behind a bit. The reason I traded my starting left tackle is I plan on signing a tackle. So stay tuned for that. And also, Jake Matthews' contract was terrible. Can we check out where I traded him? The Jags. So look at this contract. Look at what Jake Matthews is being paid. Let's just go to the highest cap hit. $12.5 million. It's actually less for them, but it was a lot for us. It was a lot of money. James Carpenter's contract is bad. Goodbye. Deron Harmon cut. I'm trying to get rid of these older guys that don't matter. Like Fabian Moreau should just, we'll keep him for now. I got Nyheim Hines. That's my big free agent signing, my big plan to turn this ship in the right direction. Nyheim Hines. That's it. I'll see you for the draft. Braden Smith and Jamal Adams are the new additions to, I guess, both sides of the ball for me. So that's really nice to see. Braden Smith can play left tackle. Jalen Mayfield can stay over at right tackle as he played at the University of Michigan. Braden Smith is a pretty high overall. And if this was ever load in, I'd be able to move him to left tackle as we do now. So Jamal Adams is a massive upgrade over Deron Harmon, who I think I probably showed me cutting him, but I did cut him if I didn't do that. Secondary is like not finished. These guys are still developing, but I don't really have any more work to do. Fabian Moreau is not in the long-term future. I like Kendall Sheffield as a third corner. The secondary is just really good. Need a linebacker, need an edge rusher. I'm fine at the rest of these positions on the defense. And then offensively, am I really going to draft a center? It's just, figuring out if Jamie Newman is our quarterback and getting whoever our quarterback happens to be, whether it's Jamie Newman or somebody else, getting some receivers out there for him. Like Julio Jones, maybe we make a move for him. Josh Allen will pick up the fifth-year option on him. Wow, okay, well, I lowballed Baker Mayfield about as much as you possibly can. And he said, you know what? I want to go to Atlanta and throw passes to Russell Gage and Cordero Patterson. Well, he is an Oklahoma boy, so maybe not the brightest. Way to completely piss off a small portion of my audience. I'm just joking, obviously. Unless you got really angry by that, in which case I'm totally serious. We are picking at number 1 overall in the draft, by the way. So in a pretty good position to take whoever I want. And Tyrone Haskins. Looks like he's a little bit better than a mid-first rounder, but that's what they're saying he is. So what do I take here? I probably take the best available trade. Don't really need to look at safeties, although I'm always tempted. Myles Grant looks awesome. Looks awesome. That's my right end. And I don't have to take him in the first round. I could trade back into the second and take him very easily. Myles Grant is the guy. Ooh, this draft class is a weird one in the fact that, like, some of these guys, I don't even know how to phrase this. Like, the talent is down the board, and the players that we need aren't, like, up in the draft. So I don't really know what to do. I'm not going to take a running back at 5. I do like, Rashard Harrison we looked at. I thought this was the entire draft board. It's only running back. So the players I want are just all the way down the board. Myles Grant, Rashard Harrison. I'm just going to call him Rashard. And then Joshua Ward, like a fine third receiver. But I don't really want Otis Blake. I want Drew Samuel. I'll take him probably at number 6 or 8 overall. And I don't even think I have to. But I'll probably take him. Yeah, we'll take him at number 8. So with my first overall pick, I can just trade for the best receiver in the league. And if I have to trade 2 first-round picks to get it done, I'm going to do it. Okay, number 1 overall for Stephon Diggs. Would this ever happen in real life? No. Stupid. No team would ever trade the number 1 overall pick for a receiver just because quarterback, edge, tackle have way more value. But for me, That is a wonderful trade. He's 28. He's a superstar X Factor receiver. For the next 3 years, he's going to be amazing. Stephon Diggs is a stud. Is he going to be wearing number 83? I'm not going to change it. So, yeah, he will be. I could use a center, but I'm trading number 6 overall back into the second round. Maybe I'll pick up a center by doing that. Let's make something happen. Number 6 overall, we're moving back. Big time trade. I love this trade. I'm trading back for number 6. I'm trading 2 fourth-round picks, and I'm getting Frank Ragnow, a second and a third. So I could take one of those players that I want in the third round. I might even move up like back into the second. But this is going to work out so well. I have my starting center of the future now in Frank Ragnow. Unreal trade. Offensive line completely rebuilt. Receiving core is awesome, except for Russell Gage exists. A little bit unfortunate there. But we're about to get a solid right end. We're about to get a solid outside linebacker play over Michael Walker. This is going to be so good. Oh, I love what has happened here. Drew Samuel, welcome to the team. He is 23. And Teddy Bradley, also an early first-round guy. I've leaned to Drew Samuel because of his A-plus tackle. I'm going to take him. Who cares if he's a little bit older? Ooh, star better development. Never see that. I'm actually shocked that that was the case. Well, I'll take it. Number 4 overall player in the draft. 78 overall middle linebacker, which means he'll be like an 80 overall outside linebacker. 88 speed, 90 tackling. Nice block shed. 82 hit power, acceleration, pursuit are crazy. 67 finesse moves. He's going to be an 80, maybe even an 81 overall outside linebacker. What a player Drew Samuel is. And then now at the second round, 6th pick in this round as well, I'm taking Myles Grant. I'll come back for Harrison. Ward I don't really care about, but Myles Grant looks just unreal. The perfect 4-3 defensive end. Amazing testing. Top skills look like they'd be very good. Speed rusher type. 78 overall, number 3 in the class. Also, star better development. This never happens anymore. 85 speed, 80 finesse moves, 81 tackle, 89 acceleration. Not only is this draft class stacked, we got 2 of the best players, and we got them for very good value. I am stoked right now. And do I come back for that running back? I might just trade back up to this spot. Joshua Ward, again, I don't care about, but the running back could be very good. Trading a 3, a 5, and a 4. The 4 is next year, and we just have this pick. We're taking the running back. He might be near 78 overall based on how the rest of the draft class has been. He's an early first-round guy. He may be the best player in the class. He's also star better development. Rashard Harrison, 78 overall. This is like the best draft class I've ever had. Trucking's great. Strength is great. Speed's great. Acceleration's great. Everything's great. Rashard Harrison is unbelievable. We took 3 78 overall players, all with star better development in Madden 21. That doesn't happen. Let's see the rest of the draft class. We crushed it. No one did better than us, obviously. Did we get the joint highest overall player? There was a 79. Desmond Foster, normal dev. We got the next players, next 3, and then it was a huge drop-off from 78 to 75. Teddy Bradley, we made the right decision not taking him. Dude, all these guys are normal dev, as most of these draft classes are. He was hidden. But, I mean, you literally cannot do better than we just did. Samuel's only a 79 overall outside linebacker. I really thought it would be higher. I thought it would be like at least an 80. But 79 is still pretty good. I might start Harrison over Nyheim Hines because he might have superstar dev. You never know. What are the odds? I hope these 3 players not star. I think one of these guys has to be at least superstar. If we got multiple superstars, that'd be amazing. If we got at least one superstar X Factor, that'd be incredible too. There's so much potential. If these 3 players are just star, I'm going to be a little sad. But the potential is amazing. Can he catch? Doesn't look like he can catch. 73 catching. It's not too bad. Mid-season mark. We are... Ooh, breakout player challenge for Russell Gage. Do I have him in the slot? That's very frustrating. He's getting the most targets. Despite being the worst receiver on the team. We're 4-4. We've been here before, but we're 90 overall now. So this might be sustainable. I just have to make sure that the players. Oh, Miles Grant is a superstar X Factor. That's unreal. Unreal. Let me get the right players in this lot. That's the big thing. So, superstar X Factor for Miles Grant, the right end. What about the running back? We don't know yet. He's an 80 overall, though. We'll know by the end of the season for sure. What about the outside linebacker? Superstar dev for Drew Samuel. You cannot do better than we did. You can't do it. You can't. How do we get his zone ability activated? All right, there we go. I don't want to give him blitz. I'm going to give him... What's the good one? Unstoppable force, I think. Grady Jarrett needs a contract extension, as does Elton Jenkins. Young Wei Koo. Fabian Moreau, I don't want. Kendall Sheffield, I do want. Young Wei Koo needs more money, as does Grady Jarrett. Elton Jenkins is back. Kendall Sheffield's back. And we're going to simulate to the playoffs. 10-6, we snuck into the playoffs. The wild card spot. Drew Samuel as an upgrade. Should we just give him something that it wouldn't normally get upgraded? Let's do pass coverage on him. Let's do that. Did not win the division. 19th best offense. What about the defense? Defense was good. Baker, was he a big upgrade over Jamie Newman? Tough to say. Rushing, Rashard Harrison had put in the best season by an Atlanta running back in a while. What's his dev trait? Star. One of them had to be star if we had superstar and superstar X Factor. Let's be real. Receiving, Stephon Diggs, 10 touchdowns. Kyle Pitts with a very similar year. Russell Gage with a very similar year. Calvin Ridley had the worst season, but 93 catches. The receivers got pretty involved. And then defensively, Deion Jones with a solid season. 15 for loss for Aluakun. 16 sacks for Josh Allen. 6 for Grant. 6 for Grady Jarrett. Interesting numbers. 5 picks for A.J. Terrell. Very odd year. Very odd year. Russell Wilson wins MVP. We got to take on the Seahawks in the first round of the playoffs. Don't want Coach of the Year. Falcons, we have Baker Mayfield at 7. NFC Offense Player of the Year, Baker at 5. Defense Player of the Year, Khalil Mack. A couple Niners in there, Josh Allen at 7. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Rashard Harrison. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year is Javonte Colbert. Miles Grant at 2. Drew Samuel at 3. Simulating the Seahawks game, we win 31-30. My goodness, that seemed to be a very, very, very close game. As we'll go on to play the Cowboys, see if we can beat them, advance the conference championship. And we do 41-21, bigger margin of victory this time around. And the Buccaneers, our division rival, the one team standing between us and the Super Bowl. They won the division, but can they beat us head-to-head for a shot at the Lombardi? Yes. No, we're in here. We're against the Browns. We are hot right now. We're hot. And the Browns, of course, make the Super Bowl every year. Any dev trait upgrades? None that I can see on offense. And then on defense, Foyesade Oluokun is up to superstar. Has Josh Allen been superstar? I think so. I think he has been. Yeah, he has been. Surprised Deion Jones has not gone up. A.J. Terrell got star dev. Team's looking nasty. Team's looking really good. But the question is, can we beat the Cleveland Browns head-to-head? They're an 89 overall, very good. Not quite as good as our 92, but still very good. We are down 20-3 right now. Hey, 20-6 for making it a game. Let me jump in on offense real quick with Baker and the boys and see if we can actually, we'll see Kyle Pitts in action, see if we can actually mount a comeback. It's going to be really important to get some points on the board like right now. Kyle Pitts has some separation. We need to stay in bounds, though. Big time catch by the versatile weapon. Now, we can put him on the outside. We can put him in the slot. We can play him in line. Adam Shaheen out there as well. We need a touchdown, like, right now, though. Kyle Pitts is wide open, on the run, and on the money. Only throwing to Kyle Pitts. It's the Florida offense from last year. Kyle Pitts, I mean, we're really only going to throw to him. They're not going to cover him. And Pitts fighting end zone touchdown. Little air truck accident thing. He evades somebody and then fights to the end zone touchdown. We're not out of this one just yet. We need our defense to actually make a stop, though. They're not doing it. I need to jump in. Play action over the middle and complete. They're going to score. T. Hill Can't be Tyreek Hill. Doesn't look like him. Who is that? Big hit. The ball's loose. Recovered by Grady Jarrett. Oh, huge turnover by Kareem Hunt. He met Deion Jones in the gap, and he lost the battle. Can we get that? Ooh, wow. He just screamed off the edge. Myles Garrett's pretty good. 4th and 11. Yeah, I'll punt. All right, things are not looking good. Just started simulating. We turned over the football, and the Browns scored twice. Not good. Not good. I'm only throwing to Kyle Pitts, but he's like the only one that's open every play. I mean, the game's over. The game's over. Like, I jumped in probably slightly too late. How did you not catch that with double me? Oh, because he's doubled. All right, I forgot. It's against single coverage. I'm like, we can just throw it to him. He'll just catch it. But, no. But, yeah, the game's over. There's no real reason to still be in here. Also, like, what is that route? What is that route by Stefon Diggs? He's basically just on a corner route here, and look at this. He gets moved to the inside so far because this linebacker is trying to get to a landmark in coverage. He's trying to get to the running back, but he's pushing Stefon Diggs so far that while he starts from the hash, and it should never really go inside the hash, you see the route starts outside the hash, and he's about to set up for the corner route. He's pushed 5 yards off where he needs to be and brings the safety back into the play. Touchdown. I mean, it's a beautiful touchdown. Doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter. There's no game here. Yep, game over. The Browns win the Super Bowl 34-20. Just wasn't our time. The Browns are just too good in simulation is what it comes down to. But we're going to jump in. Final season. Our team looks amazing and should be even better next year as players develop. There's a floating phone. Missed that one. Grady Jarrett needs an increased salary. He's back. Young Wei Koo needs an increased salary. And he is back. Yep. We don't have a ton of money in free agency, but we could bring in a guy like... I don't even know if we're going to have the money for this. Yeah, we don't for Mecole Hardman. But he would be good as a third receiver over Russell Gage. I just don't think it's going to happen. We don't really need much, honestly. Our team's pretty good. Maybe we could use like a stud corner. Don't really have that. Did not get Mecole Hardman. But that's okay. We have 2 first-round picks. One is 23rd. I forget who that's from. And then we have our pick at 31 because we lost the Super Bowl. Don't need a quarterback. If there's a stud corner, might consider drafting him. There's not. Calvin Morrison looks okay. I mean, we have 2 first-round picks. Let's just trade him. Let's just trade him for a stud corner. Who do I need to get rid of to free up some money to make this happen? Ooh, I don't know if this can happen. Russell Gage, maybe? But then we lose our third receiver. Can't do that. Jamie Newman. Jamie Newman actually has a lot of interest from a lot of teams because he's young and he's a quarterback. So what corner do I want? I feel like I pretty much have my pick here. Okay, there's the trade. Jamie Newman, 2 first-round picks for Marlon Humphrey. 98 overall cornerback is a little bit of an upgrade for the defense. I don't know if I've ever traded for Marlon Humphrey before. He's pretty tough to get, but we got him because we had a quarterback and 2 first-round picks. Now our corners look pretty solid. Pretty solid. Defensive line, I like what we have. I like the entire team, really. This is a really fun team. 94 overall. Third-round pick. Let's take a D-tackle. Dave Stamper, number 18. Took him at number 95, like his jersey number. It looks pretty good for a third D-tackle. Works for me, and that's the end of the draft. Very, very productive offseason here, getting Marlon Humphrey and a third-string D-tackle. Floating phone. It's Harry Potter with his invisibility cloak. How is this draft class? Anyone good? Not really. That last draft class was an anomaly. It really is the best one I've ever seen, and we took full advantage of it. I mean, maybe over the course of every franchise has done this year that I'm forgetting about. Maybe we had like a similar one, or we did similarly, but I can't remember doing similarly ever. I remember this one as the best ever. Very, very good team. Let me make sure everything's set up the way it needs to be. Seems like it is. I will see you guys for a little check-in at the midseason mark. 3-4. at the midseason mark. How is that possible? Third in the division. We have a 96 overall team. What do you mean? What do you mean 3-4? We might end without making the playoffs. That's the reality right now. I stopped the sim. We're 8-6. We're pushing for the division. Let me see the schedule real quick. Are we in a position where we play our division rivals? Play the Panthers and then the Vikings. So the Panthers game is going to be really, really big. We could sneak into the playoffs. This is basically for the division. And we lost 35-27. We're fourth in the division now. We're fourth in the division. It's unreal. Let me try to make a couple quick re-signings, and then if we... Well, Stefon Diggs wants more money. If we don't make the playoffs, I might be able to do another season because we have a lot of money. So Marlon Davidson did not re-sign, but Jalen Mayfield, A.J. Terrell, Chris Lindstrom, Richie Grant, Deion Jones, Josh Allen all did. Stefon Diggs wants a little bit more money. So if we can free up some more money, we'll do another season. Well, I'll probably just do another season anyway if we don't make the playoffs, which it's not looking good. We're paying a lot of money to a lot of guys, but some of these rookie deals are saving us. And we lost to the Vikings in Week 17. Finished 8-8. If we won that game, we could have actually won the division. Baker Mayfield was pretty good. Rushing, our running backs sucked. Receiving, Stefon Diggs crushed it. Interesting receiving numbers for the most part. Defensively, Deion Jones had 119 tackles. Josh Allen. Our defense, I think, is what's holding us back if you look at these numbers. Our defense is not pulling their weight, which, I mean, is not exactly a massive surprise. All right, slightly more money for Stefon Diggs, and he should accept this. He's not interested in signing. I'm not interested in caring. I'm going to franchise tag you, but I'm going to make sure that Marlon Davidson is back first. He should be back. He wants to test free agency. Why did I not give him more money? Oh, I wish I could get that back. Well, I got to franchise tag Stefon Diggs. And there goes all of my money. We could use a better D tackle next to Grady Jarrett. That's the thing. I don't know how that's going to happen, though. Picking at number 17 overall. Couple good-looking quarterbacks in here. We don't need them. Are there any stud D tackles? Doesn't really look like it. 78 overall receiver just went. JoJo Battle. I mean, I'm just going to take the best player available. I don't know who that is yet, though. I'm going to take JoJo Battle because he has a fun name. That's it. That's it. I'm just not doing the rest. I'm not doing the rest of the draft. We're moving on. Final season. Let's make the playoffs. This is the final team for absolutely the final season. Can't have this video be an hour and a half long. It's a good team, man. Don't miss the playoffs again, you lazy sacks of shit. Please. Oh, censor that. Oh, no. It's so funny when people see me on Twitch and they go, I had no idea Bengal swears. This is unbelievable. I'm not even equipped to handle this. Listen, I'm an adult. Sometimes I use adult language. That's what we'll say for that. If you guys want to check out the Twitch streams or even the second channel where I upload daily, links are in the description, twitch.tv/Bengal and youtube.com/BengalPlays. 4-3 at the midseason mark. It's not good. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not good. We made the playoffs. 12-4. Oh, we went on a hot streak, huh? Did we win out? Were we 4-4, 4-3, something like that? So 2 losses, a loss against the Saints, and then we lost a football team. But other than that, I mean, we won out since week 10. So this team got hot at the right time, evidently, won the division. Still playing in the wild card, despite winning 12 games. Third best offense. Baker Mayfield was nuts. 4,600 yards, 44 touchdowns, 12 picks. Rushing, Nyheim Hines was good. Rashard Harrison in stretches was good, 8 touchdowns. Pretty much outperformed Nyheim Hines, who had more carries. And then receiving, Stefon Diggs, 22 touchdowns. There was a message at the midseason mark where he was a frustrated receiver. You put up 1,590 and 22 touchdowns. Almost 1,600 yards. Frustrated about what? Getting too involved? Kyle Pitts was awesome. Calvin Ridley was pretty good. Can't even believe that. Deion Jones had a good year. Looks like our pass rushers got after it. Miles Grant, 13 tackles for loss, led the way. Also had 10.5 sacks, 9.5 for Josh Allen. 3 picks for Deion Jones, led the way. We might see MVP for Big Baker, and he does. Big Baker wins MVP. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Baker Mayfield. Defense Player of the Year, Logan Wilson with the Giants. What would it be, or what it'd be to see a good linebacker on the Giants again? My favorite team. Can't remember the last one. Antonio Pierce, maybe. John Beeson for a season. JoJo Battle finishes 3rd in Defensive Rookie of the Year. What was actually the last good season by a Giants linebacker? Don't tell me Blake Martinez last year. Don't tell me Blake Martinez. Probably John Beeson for like half a year in like 2015, 2016. See if we can beat the Bucks in the wild card. They went 8-8, but they might have our number. They did. 31-28. That's the season. And that is the rebuild. I appreciate you guys watching. This is one of the better teams I've built for sure. This team is nuts. 97 overall, 99 offense, 96 defense. Baker goes up to Superstar X Factor, and he goes up to a 98 overall. Our offense is as good as it can get. This is an unreal team. And then defensively, 97 overall. Really, really, really good team. What else can you say? Underperformed per usual. That's the Falcon way, right? Sorry I couldn't win a Super Bowl. It is what it is, but that's going to do it for the video. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Make sure you're subscribed. It's completely free. Scroll down. Takes a second. You can always unsubscribe later, although I hope that you don't. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.
I hit it at the park, Ben Bones. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah, promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah, yeah. I'ma turn taking it back to the house. Defensive joke, I'm laughing so loud. Speedbird's good.